I could have sworn, correct me if I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, could have sworn Obama said this is going to be the most transparent government known to mankind. So, April 15th, actually, yesterday. Of course, I got to read this on the Guardian UK website. Can't read it in American news. Obama signs law limiting disclosure requirements for high-level government officials, specifically financial disclosure. How much money did they earn? That kind of stuff. Where did the money come from? Who's giving them the money? All that type of stuff. Went ahead and signed that into law. President Barack Obama had signed into law a bill, which means it came from Congress, that repeals some financial disclosure requirements for higher paid federal officials. The legislation, passed by Congress last week, of course, addressed fears that publishing such personal holdings could lead to identity theft and create a national security risk. So disclosing the funding that these high-level government officials are receiving, who's it from, how much is it, how much are they being paid off, is actually not what that seems. No, it is, what was that here again? Could lead to identity theft and create a national security risk. Knowing how much a congressman or senator or high-level office holder makes, again, and where their contributions are coming from, campaign contributions, could become a national security risk and could lead to identity theft. Open government groups called the legislation an overreaction. The president, vice president, and members of Congress, as well as numerous presidential appointees, still must disclose their information. Well, that's interesting, because if it's the president, vice president, and members of Congress, who are they covering up? Who is it that we're not allowed to look at? What is this for? Are they trying to pass this law so that when the time comes and we need to further investigate where the Federal Reserve has been spending money, creating this massive balance sheet that it has, where's the money going, who's got it, where did it go? Are they going to try to pull something on us and say, well, under that law that they signed, this is a national security risk? See, before they just tell you we're going to create this $800 billion TARP fund that didn't do anything and give it to our banker friends. And then behind the scenes, without you really knowing, we're going to create trillions of dollars, give to our banks here and overseas, by the way. And then you'll find out later about it. See, at least we found out later. Is this going to be something where they use later to where when they do the next TARP, the next bailout, the next massive quantitative easing, and we say, hey, which bank, when we're like, can't tell you, national security risk. And it could lead to identity theft. You got to understand, and I don't think it'll go that way with the Federal Reserve. This looks like this is written so that it protects certain key individuals in high-level government positions. But as it said, it doesn't include the Congress, vice president, or president. But it could include someone like the head of the CIA, the head of the FBI, tons of other places. Obviously, they want to cover something else. So, Jay Carney, Carney as in Carnival, the spokesman for the White House, cited last month's National Academy of Public Administration report, which recommended suspending the disclosure requirement. Carney said that, quote, the report points to substantial national security, personal security, and law enforcement issues on this matter. Interesting. Didn't they used to say, the first generation of conspiracy theorists talk about this whole national security thing and say when that was created, they did it so that they can rubber stamp that word national security on anything they don't want you to know about. In something like this, financial disclosure requirements that was already in law is now being taken out of certain key individuals. Why does that even matter? It is not a national security risk, and it is not an identity theft risk. Knowing how much money and where someone got their money from, the donors, whatever, is not in any way, shape, or form a national security risk, nor is it a identity theft issue. This is the most paid for, bought and paid for, I should say, government, Congress, president, vice, the whole damn thing. It is the most paid for one of all. And that bastard had the nerve to come out. I'm going to have open government, and before I sign any bill into law, I'm going to leave it on there for several days for the American people to look at so they know exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it, and if they have any problems with it, they can see it before I sign it into law. I think that was a Saturday Night Live special, and it was just a joke. Because, again, you can blab your mouth and say these things, which when he said it, it sure sounded good, man. I ought to vote for that guy. Damn, he's right. But then you sit back, okay, he's been in office now. Let's see if he's done what he said he would do. Not only has he not done what he said he would do, it isn't even freaking close to what he said he'd be doing. That's how wrong it is. That's how so far from reality it is. And Obama signed that law like that. And them congressmen, can't have our buddies being exposed for the financial payoffs that they're given. You know, can't have that. So, once again, the greatest nation on earth, the most prosperous, blah, blah, blah. Stock markets are dumping yesterday. Today, gold, silver, and stock markets rebound on Jason 4's new green screen. Breaking news, Fox News. Stock market rebounds on Jason 4's spray painted green screen. He spray painted it by hand. Oh my God, it's even higher now. And he got little specks of, because the spray paint was cheap. You're spraying it, and then it would spurt out little extra dots on the screen, so it's kind of like spurting out, which is crap. That was a bonus, so the Dow's on record now to go high, break a new record, because JSNP 4 got little spray crap all over the place. Matter of fact, I wonder if you can see that. Let's see if we can. Do I have it in here? No. Nope, just got this one. So sorry about that. I was gonna show you the little specks. You know, you can kind of see them. Not now, obviously, because I'm using it, but yeah, stock market rallies on JSNP 4's crap screen.